How are you doing, guys? I hope you're doing well. Myself here, I'm doing so well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to discuss about blame game. Does your partner literally blame you on everything? Listen here, you're not to blame. You're not to blame. Maybe, okay, there may be a reason, or you might be responsible in some way. Some words you said, some actions you took, some treatment you did towards your partner, but after all, you are a human being. So today we are going to see why your partner blames you on literally everything. There are those partners who just blame you on everything, and we are going to see what we can do about it. Okay, so let us go straight to why, the reasons why your partner blames you on everything. Number one, we can say these people are narcissistic. Narcissistic people are those people who can never concede defeat. They can never accept to be defeated in whatever manner. They find it almost impossible to accept any kind of responsibility for things when they go wrong. They can never accept any responsibility. Sindio? They cannot admit when they are wrong. They view themselves as perfect beings. Those are narcissistic people. Very, very toxic people. They will seek to blame you for anything they do wrong or anything that goes wrong. They will just blame you. Those are narcissistic people. We are going to see about those narcissists, and we are going to see how to deal with, to stay with a narcissistic person. I'm telling you, there are a lot of things you really need to learn. Okay. Number two, reason number two why they blame you. They are unhappy in the marriage. Blame creeps slowly into your relationship, and now it has reached a peak. They may see you as the principal reason they are not happy, so they blame you for everything, and you become the focus of their discontent. They are not happy. They are going to tell you all sorts of, umefanya nisifurahi. Instead of trying to work things out, they look for easy way out. They pile the blame on you in hope that it pushes you away and ends the marriage. This way, if you end up getting divorced, it's your fault, not theirs. So, wanakupush. Everything they blame you. Kiatu yake ikiraruka ni wewe umefanya kiatu yangu iraruke kwa sababu unipeangi furaha. Ndio? Asipokula akikonda, wewe ndio unafanya nisikule, unipeangi furaha. He's unhappy. He will blame you on everything. He's going to pile every sort of blame on you so that you get tired, you walk out. Ukichukua divorce anasema yes. Tunaona finally umechukua divorce because umeona you can never make me happy. They are just unhappy. Then number three, they feel burdened with responsibilities. Some people may feel like they are taking a lot of responsibilities more than their fair share in the marriage. When something goes wrong, and things do go wrong, in life things go wrong, they feel like they didn't have enough support, and that's why it went wrong. Haukuwa support vya kutosha. They will blame you that maybe hukuni support. You didn't give me anything. Hukuni support that they will blame you for that. This is common in people who are emotionally immature. I want us to mark that word because we are going to come back to how to deal with people who are emotionally immature people. Ni wale watu watakupigia wakwambie, hello, unajua venye ulinikasirisha jana usiku, nisikupate kwa nyumba yangu, toka uende. They don't want to work things out. Hawajua ikana mtu. Maybe you are the first person in their life, and who can't look after themselves as an adult. These people ni last borns mostly, and then ni wale watu maybe ndiye msichana peke yake, ndiye kijana peke yake, whatever, kwao ni hao watu wanajua kuchungwa. Okay. Then number four, that is they feel burdened with responsibility. So for hivyo they will tell you, they blame you for their mistakes because you should have stopped them. Walifanya mistake, lakini wanakuambia mimi kwa sababu hata hukunisimamisha usikuje hapa kuniambia. Wewe ndio hukunisimamisha. Hukuni stop. Then you should have helped them make a better decision or carry the burden of task. Ungewasaidia ku make a better decision. But first of all, hata hawakukuuliza, si ndio? And then they blame you if they fail. Okay? And then maybe saa zingine wamsaidia kitu na ime succeed hata kuja kuambia hata asante. They feel burdened with responsibility. Then number four, they're trying not to blame the kids. There's a video I said, and I'm going to give this example again. You give a child milk, and then maybe the mother or the father the spouse is there on the table working with their laptops, phones and whatever, then mtoto anakuja anamwagilia hizo laptops na simu maziwa, then the partner calls you and tells you, si unaona ujinga wako, wewe ndio umepea mtoto kikombe yenye iko kikombe mbaya. They blame you for that. Na naona tu ni mtoto, they don't want to blame the kids. And you know, kids are very irritating. Atachukua hii, ataweka chini. So if the spouse is irritated about these actions of these children, and they don't want to tell the kids directly, they take it on you rather than on the child. Their parental instincts stop them from releasing their anger to the child. Their parental instincts, and if they don't find a suitable outlet, they direct it on you, because they cannot spill the anger to the children. They see that where you are the only outlet, and they just more guide on you. Okay, higher psychologically, this is known as displacement. They displace the anger from the child and they put it on you. Displacement. It is still not a healthy way to deal with anger. At the same time, you are displaced. We are going to see about these things, how to deal with anger. They should find a proper way of dealing with their anger. Okay. Then number 5, these people can be mentally unhealthy. If your spouse is suffering from a mental health condition, I talked about a mental health conditions in the previous video, and it's not been treated, it can lead to irritation, anger, and ultimately blame. The mental health issues I'm talking about is stress, anxiety, depression, anger. Those are mental health diseases. And also addiction. Addiction can cause mental health. They lose control, and then they lose control, turn into anger, then to blame. They are going to blame you. Maybe let me say, maybe sahani imevunjika, and that triggered their anger. Wataanza kukuambia, sasa wewe kazi yako ni ya kuvunja masahani. Unajua sahani ni pesa ngapi? Then a chain of so many blames. Wewe ndio unafanyanga hata tusiendelee kwa hii nyumba. Hivyo ndio unauanga ndoto kwa hii nyumba. Yeah, they're going to blame you for everything. Then number 6, they might be hormonal. Yeah, we know hormones nazo ni zingine, when they're in their monthly cycle, when they have some bad control methods that change their hormones. They are in menopause, pregnancy, and then sometimes the testosterone hormone in men sometimes fluctuates. Yes, it happens that way. Hormones can affect the behavior in many ways and may cause irritation, then anger, then blame. From irritation to anger to blame. Unajua, okay, if I can talk from a woman's perception, I can say this. Maybe sometimes you are in your menstrual cycle and somebody really irritates you. Kabisa, you feel like this person really irritates you. You become angry. And then you might blame them for maybe when they ulifanya niongee vibaya na siku anataka, but you are irritated yourself. Okay. Then they regret something they did. Number 7. Sometimes we do something wrong all the times, all of us. Okay. And you don't feel proud about it, you regret about it, but instead of trying to deal with your feelings, you project your feelings to other people, especially your spouse. Instead of taking the blame for something you did, you find a way just to blame me for something you did. For example, infidelity. Ulienda nje, you had sex, you kafanya nini, and then you start telling me I went outside because you didn't show me love. When they ulifanya infidelity, si mimi, okay? Wewe ni wewe. It's you who did that. So, and you're trying to blame me. There is no intimacy in the marriage, so I went. Why don't you create that intimacy? Okay? Yeah. Then number 7, they resent you for something. Wako na kiuchungu na wewe. They believe you did something that has made their life worse. Even if you both agreed on it, they see you as the primary instigator of whatever the thing was. E.g., moving into a new house. maybe mlikuwa mnakaa kanyumba kadogo ukaona mmefinyana nini, hamtoshei vizuri, ukasuggest let us move into a bigger house. Then in the course of moving mkatumia pesa na maybe pesa zikaisha, zikapungua, or majukumu ikakuwa nyingi, kulipa maji, kulipa stima, kulipa, sasa nyumba imekuwa kubwa, rent ni mingi. So anaona sasa tu pesa tumeanza kufungua, anaanza kuambia wewe ndio unafanya mambo yetu iende vibaya kwa sababu ya kuniambia tu hamni. You both agreed on that. They feel these changes have not worked out in their favor, and if they are struggling to cope with the new situation, they bring blame on you. Pia kupata watoto, si ndio? Maybe mliagree tu mkiwa in your honeymoon stage, mkaagree tutapata watoto wanne, then mnapata watoto wanne, then anaanza kukuambia wewe ndio ulifanya maisha yetu ifike hapa, kwa sababu kama tungepata watoto wawili kwanza tu hustle alafu tupate wengine wawili, haingekuwa hivyo, ndio ulifanya. They will blame you even if they wako na kiuchungu na wewe kwa sababu ya hiyo kitu. Okay, haya, they don't want to change. That is the reason number 9. They don't want to change. Wanataka tu ukae hivyo. Kwa hivyo watakushinda wakikublame. They justify their shortcomings, especially when change is involved. When change of behavior is involved, they are scared to change. E.g., for example, this person anapenda, okay, do I use this word? They like watching pornography, but they don't want to stop watching pornography. So they are going to tell you, if you want me to stop watching pornography, perform it here. Perform it for me here. Because I watch it for my mental health. Because I watch it for my mental satisfaction, or I'm watching it so that I cannot do infidelity. Okay, unaona that person hata hakupei a genuine reason why they don't want to change. They don't want to stop watching. They just want to dwell in that. That's who I am. If you don't want me to watch it, then perform it. Haya. So they will tell you, if you don't perform here, the result is everything is your fault. And they don't want to put in the hard work. So they see the change as if it's a hard work. So wanakwambia, so because you cannot perform the pornography here, then don't tell me to change. Let me watch it. It's me who I'm watching. They don't want to change. Okay, that's why they're blaming you everything. Change to them is hard work. Ni kazi ngumu na wataki ku put in that hard work, and they will tell you that's who I am, and you can do nothing about it. So okay, yes, and then these people can be controlling perfectionists. They are these people who are perfect. They want things to be done the way they have said, and if you do a mistake, ukose kufanya venye walifanya, they cannot tolerate something that is done differently to how they would like it to be done. They will like you to be who they are. They expect everybody around them to bend to their will, and the result is blame. It is very impossible to bend to someone's will. The result is blame. They are going to tell you, you are not a perfect person. You are not the perfect person I was looking for. You always do things the way I don't want. If I tell you to go up, you always go down. So mi na wewe hatuwezi kaanisha. They will blame you for everything. They just want you to be the perfect person they are. Yeah, that is it. That's why they blame you for everything. Then number 11, they have a low self-esteem. You know, a person with a low self-esteem, they don't particularly love themselves. They don't love themselves. Unfortunately, they don't ask for help because they don't love themselves. They know they don't love themselves, and unfortunately, they don't ask for help. They point fingers on anyone who is around them, and especially wewe partner wako atakuwa anakublame. You become an outlet for their difficult thoughts and feelings. Yeah, they don't love themselves. They are going to tell you, wewe ndio unafanya hata nisijipende. Excuse me. Mimi ndio nafanya usijipende in what way? Okay, sawa. Number 12, they learn to blame from their parents. Maybe they saw one parent blaming another, then or both parents blaming each other. It starts out as an instinct based in their childhood. Inaanza kwa hivyo mboga zikikauka kwa shamba, mama ndiye alifanya juu, ndiye anashinanga nyumbani. When they grow up, they are going to do that to their wives. And it quickly develops into a habit that they do without really thinking. Inakuwa habit sasa ile watafanya without knowing. They start blaming you on everything. Kiti kivunjika, nilivunjika sababu ulikuwa kwa nyumba, ungekuwa kwa nyumba ingevunjika. Yeah, that's how it happens. How to deal with blame. Number one, don't fight blame with blame. Usiblame mtu mwenye anakublame. Unaona it can be tricky. Mtu anakublame na unataka pia kumrudisha hiyo blame kwa sababu you feel like you don't own that blame. You didn't do that whatever they are telling you. Don't blame with blame. Usifight blame with blame. Then use neutral language upon being blamed. Avoid using the you in a sentence. I know you did it. Unaweza sema, instead use I statements. E.g., I feel upset and hurt by that. Unamwambia me, I feel upset and hurt by that. Tell them that. But usimwambie, you always repeat that every time. You always blame me. Avoid the you. Unaanza kusema the I feel upset. I feel offended. I didn't do that. Yes. Then kushinda kumwambia you. Don't apologize for something you are not, which is not your fault. You don't apologize for something that is not your fault. Because you're making him more and grow sana into that. He is going to blame you. They are going to blame you on literally everything if you apologize for something you did not do. Then approach marriage counseling. Yes, marriage counseling ni ile ya kwenda for couple therapist. And then consider separate counseling too. Separate counseling itakusaidia to deal with your mental issues. Separate counseling. Juu sasa hapa utapata mental health profession mwenye atakuongelesha as a mentally sick person. Then show respect to them. This is what happens. Respect attracts respect. By continuing to treat your spouse with respect, you show them the type of person you are and you're not stooping down to their level. So respect attracts respect. Umheshimu tu. Hata kublame milele. Then be patient. It won't get there soon, but it is worth the patience. Okay? Then check in with your partner to see if they are okay. Ask them, hey, I'm worried about you. You look different. You are acting different. Is there something you can share? Check out with them. Because if they feel the irritation, they feel the depression inside them, depression leads to blame. Okay? Yes. Then, how can I really tell it is my fault? How can you tell it's really you to blame? Look into the situation and work out the flaws and cause and effect. So, unaangalia hivi, when your partner, what is your partner blaming you for? That is the effect. Then, what are the circumstances that led to that thing? The cause that led to that blame. Were you involved in those circumstances? For example, your partner asks you, babe, unikujie na maziwa, nimesahau maziwa, unikujie na maziwa ukitoka job. Wema unamwambia unikujie na maziwa packets 2 ukitoka job, unichukulie maziwa on your way home. Then on their way home they forget to come with the milk. You who have forgotten, you are to blame kwa sababu alikwambia, si ndio? So just be ready to apologize. Simple. Mwambie, I'm to blame, I forgot, but nisamehe tu, nilisahau. It is easier that way. Then the same issue, you should be willing to apologize in such a situation. Then there is this another case. Unanuanga maziwa na box, zile packed milk. Then maziwa inaisha. Na maybe wewe unaletanga hiyo maziwa, si ndio? Then hauambiwi na kunatakikana maziwa ya kutumiwa maybe sometime later in the day. So the partner calls you, anachukua simu anakuambia, sasa wewe tutakunywa nini? Unajua kuna chai ya kunywa. Unamwambia kwa nini? Haujaleta maziwa. They expect you to know that hakukuwa na maziwa. Unajua the first case alikwambia hakuna kuja na maziwa. But the second case they expect you to know that kwa sababu ulikuwa umeleta na zinakuanga 12 packets. Unajua hizo 12 packets zitakuwa zimeisha within 6 days or 1 week kama utapika, or 12 days kama utapika moja. So wewe hata ulisahau hizo shughuli ulileta na ukasahau. But they do not call you, they do not inform you that maziwa imebaki 2, kesho ukuje na nyingine. They expect you that unajua hakuna maziwa, so utakuja na maziwa. So usipokuja na maziwa, they blame you for that not being concerned. Okay, so you might not be aware that you are running low on milk, though it is one of your duties to provide milk. you should not feel responsible for not buying more. Don't feel responsible. And that's why I'm saying don't apologize. You apologize, you are giving room for growth of that blame. Therefore, if you recognize some blame is on you and you apologize for the same, you should not endure further comment about how useless you are. Usikubali mtu ashinde akikwambia wewe ni useless sana, huwezi kumbuka familia yako nini. Don't endure. Huko unakumbuka and you have apologized. Don't take further blame on the same that you have apologized for. You have said sorry and your partner should accept and move on. If you keep going on about it, you are getting into verbal and emotional abuse territory. Mnaingia territory nyingine ambayo ni ya abuse. Verbal mnatukanana, and then emotional mnasumbuana tu akili. Okay, so that's about blame. I hope these videos are helping all of us, and I hope that we are always kind. Please be kind. Be kind. Be kind. We are learning. Be kind. Just be kind. You don't know what people are going through. Just be kind. And in whatever chance you have in this life, try your best to make the world a better place. So have a nice time. I love you all. If you are new here, continue subscribing. And for the existing subscribers, I really adore you so much. Bye.